Hi, this is Carol, and what I'd like to show on a little quick demo today is I want you to start with a bead of water and come right down, just bring that bead right down. Then pick up a little more pigment to water ratio, okay? So you're going to make it a little thicker. And I'm going to look for that bead and I'm going to come right down that edge like that and just let it run into the water. Can you kind of see the water distributing that? Okay. Now you can darken that as you go along just by doing that. But if you sit there and you go over and over it and don't let it dry, you're going to have a big muddy mess. So what you want to do is a bead of water. That had some leftover pigment in it, but you can see the bead. And I'm going to put some darker pigment in it and just let it run down. Helps if you can get the pigment on there. And just run it down and let it just do that. And it's varied in its thickness and it'll look good. You can darken that edge a little bit if you wanted to, but I would leave it until it dries most of the time. Okay, on the trees, you'll notice that I hold the brush up a little bit and I'm just kind of pushing like that. You can do it, you can pull it like this and you just kind of mess it around there. I don't always do that, strokes like that, like this, constantly. If you do, you're going to have the same stroke all over, which is boring, or you're going to have a lot of lines. So try to drop in some here too. That helps. You want to have soft edges and hard edges. The trees aren't all like this. They aren't all edges with every little detail showing. That's not very interesting. So you want to try to do something that you can just kind of push around a little bit and not go over and over it. If you go over and over it, you're going to get mud. So you don't want to do that. The other thing I'd like you to practice is the soft edge. And you can do this, both of these, in your sketchbook that I provided. But if you have all outlined areas and real hard edges like this all the way around, then you're going to have to change some of it. And how do you do that? Well, if this is a hard edge and you don't want it there, then just obliterate it. Just take it out. So in your sketchbook, I want you to do a circle, just like this. And it's just for practice, not necessarily in your tree to do this or on your book, but just to practice. That's all hard edges around there. Let's get rid of it. Let's just push it out. While it's wet, you can do lots of things, but going over and over with another color isn't going to help you any. So to recap, I want you to do a bead of water coming down, run more pigment just along one edge, and try to make a nice tree. You can add a little line for your shadow up underneath, like right here. Maybe it's going to be darker underneath. And that's how you get that dark in there. But just do that. Practice that in your sketchbook. Practice the circle and the bead of water and see how you like that. So thank you, and I'll talk to you in class. Bye-bye.